Jamendo.com. 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 Jamendo.com.
Okay, take your phones down, guys. Just get comfortable. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello.
Hello, world. How are you? How are you? I hope that you're well.
Good morning.
And all that.
Good morning.
All that matters.
Well, it's morning, isn't it? We
Where?
just wake up.
Morning.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Morning,
Is it?
Morning where?
Yeah.
Where?
Where?
Here.
In Greece.
In Greece, yes. It looks
In
like
Greece.
In
we've,
Greece. In Greece.
gone to a private island
We've gone to
somewhere
a private island somewhere just to
get away from all the
socially
shit that's
distance.
happened.
To socially distance.
I know. Socially distancing.
Let's start off on a light note, shall we?
So we start off on a light note, shall we? No, before we do, how are you, Joe?
Oh, I'm good.
Your hair's looking good though, brother.
I've just washed it, that's
No,
why.
but you look good though. How are you, Ron?
Really good, really good.
You're going to tell us all about your new fellow?
My new fellow.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Who's the new boy?
Oh, look at him blushing. Look at his little face.
My new
blushing.
fella.
He's got
Where's
a
he
new
from?
fella, folks.
Spain, Madrid.
Of course.
Madrid.
They're all from Madrid.
Yeah, Madrid. They dread Madrid.
How did you meet them? Him, even?
Me?
Yes,
Yeah,
how did you meet him?
Have you heard about Grande?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes, we met last week.
What,
on
you was in
Sunday.
Madrid?
What should I be in Madrid for? I'm not traveling all the
Yeah, what's just by pure chance you just met?
He's been visiting for 1 week in the UK, so we met on here right on Friday. We met Saturday. We met on Sunday night. We have a walk around the area. So yeah.
Which area? Soho?
No, you can go to Soho at 11 o'clock.
At night.
Oh.
Yeah.
11 o'clock at night.
So you was cruising at 11 o'clock?
So you're cruising, yeah, basically. Let's,
No, I was sitting
let's just
at
get down to
home.
the bare bones
I
there.
was sitting at home, not cruising, and
You were sat at
cruising
home,
on
you were sat on
TV.
virtually cruising.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're virtually cruising at home.
Exactly. So
Right.
yeah, we did chat. We decide actually to meet on Monday, but
You went on Sunday instead, you just couldn't.
so
Wait.
I said let's meet on Sunday now. We are not far from each other. You live right in near to Kensal Green. I live in Kensal, right? So
Well, this is amazing. This is amazing now. Well, congratulations anyway on this.
How many times have you met?
we spent since Thursday night all the way to Sunday morning.
Wow.
Thursday night all the way till Sunday morning.
Yeah. What, non-stop?
Yeah, we've been together non-stop.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Breakfast in the morning.
Got some stamina, haven't you?
We went on Friday in Brighton. We spent the whole day until midnight in Brighton. On Saturday we went to Hampstead Heath. We spent the day over there. We had dinner.
I've seen photograph. I've seen that. I've sent a photograph. Can I say?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Can we show what he looks like?
Oh, he's watching us, I think, on YouTube.
Are you watching, Mel? Hi, Mel. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, his
Oh, is that his name?
Mel. It's called
Mel.
Mel. Not Melanie. Mel.
Not you, Mel.
Not
Not you,
you,
Mel.
Mel.
Not Melanie
Let's
Duffy.
make sure of that. It's not Mel.
It's a different Mel.
Our Mel. No, it's different Mel. Yes.
So, love, in like that song, "Love is in the air." Arel's made up. It's like, I feel like Cilla Black now. We've got Joel and Kieran. We've got Arel and Mel. And but anyway,
I'm always going to think of Melanie.
yeah,
So, yeah,
unfortunately,
he's watching on YouTube.
all right, Mel, how you doing, brother? That's not Mel.
That's not Mel. But who is it?
Who is this?
Is the question. Who is
Who
this?
is this?
Who is she?
Who is she?
That's the name of this segment. Is
Who is she?
we need to make a graphic and a little.
We
theme
need
tune.
to make a little jingle for it as well.
But who is she?
Who is she?
He's a male. He's black.
I think that
That will be. He's an actor. I can surely say.
I think that is Ivanka Trump.
He actually,
It's a male
he's
turned into a female.
What? And your problem is?
Right.
It's a male turned into a female.
Well, it's not an actor and it's not Ivanka.
Is it Barack?
It's Usain.
That's,
Bolt.
Oh, same
Is it a
Bolt.
same Bolt?
Yes.
The slowest man on the planet.
Same Bolt. I tell you what, I can run twice as fast as the police are after me. I swear to God.
Usain Bolt.
Same Bolt. Look
I
at
know.
that.
Doesn't look too bad as a woman.
Who's the next one?
Next up, we.
Go on.
Next up,
We all know who this is. That's Rosemary West.
the famous.
That's famous for taking care of children and
Oh, he's a pedophile.
Rosemary West.
Rosemary West was
You tell the story.
she was more than a paedophile.
Serial killer.
She was a serial killer who was a sadist who, with her husband Fred West, who killed 20 odd people, including the daughter who they buried underneath the patio. Yeah, chopped her up.
But it
her
was in
left-
80s, isn't it?
No, it was in the 90s.
No, because his face looks like 80s.
No, the glasses are 80s. But but you know, as a bloke, if you took the glasses off for her,
Yeah.
she's still an ugly bitch.
I thought
He's
you
a woman or a man?
I thought you was going to say you would.
No, that's why I thought I'd just change
He's
it.
a female. Isn't it?
It's a female, yeah. Her
Oh,
husband's-
really? It looks like a male.
Now this one,
This is interesting.
I think you know
Fuck's sake, that's
EastEnders.
so
You know
ugly.
Bianca.
No,
EastEnders from Bianca.
I have
Bianca
never,
from
ever
EastEnders.
Bianca from EastEnders.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
never watched EastEnders.
Fuck.
I think this person looks like Bianca from EastEnders.
I've never seen.
Yeah,
I've-
but the face, it looks so shit when
But
it's turned into a female.
So is this is a bloke?
Yeah, this is a bloke.
bloke. But I'm not sure.
I know it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Wayne Rooney, that isn't it?
This
Is
is
it Wayne Rooney? It is Wayne Rooney.
Wayne
Come on.
But it looks so shit as a female.
Yeah, but you know what? He don't look too clever as a male, but he did. He did look. There was something about him back in the day, but not for a long time. But he's an ugly bitch. Look at that.
Now managing Derby County. There he is. Right?
Derby County.
Derby County logo.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, fantastic.
He's worth a fucking fortune.
He's minted, isn't
He's absolutely minted, yeah.
he? Now then. You said this person earlier.
We all knew who that is.
Oh, no, I know who it is.
Barrick, I'm not being funny, mate, but you're still ugly.
I'm not sure why you say it already.
What?
Oh, but as a woman, he's ugly, innit?
I know, as a woman, he's ugly.
Fuck me, imagine that coming up to
But
you.
why you say it already? Because everyone is
Rotten.
Barack Obama, the ex-president of the United States.
Yeah, but rotten, ugly fucking woman. Oh, that would induce vomit, that
What
wouldn't it?
happened if we turn Chris
It's not
down?
that bad.
If we turn Chrissy,
Into a woman.
turn Chrissy down. Actually,
we have.
we haven't mentioned Chrissy Darling, have we?
Oh,
Chrissy
yeah,
Darling, unfortunately, is on a peacekeeping mission.
To Mars.
Well, no, he's actually looking into new ways to prevent COVID in Greece at the moment.
Yeah, he's having a huge battle in the front line on Greece.
Seriously, he's in quarantine somewhere on a beautiful island in Mykonos. And maybe he's watching. Who knows? If you're watching, Chrissy, give us a ring on the old Armchair Anarchists phone. Give us a ring on the old Armchair Anarchists phone. It's sat here waiting to hear from you.
Oh, you've got it this week.
Yeah, wait this
I'll
week.
stick the number back on then.
Yeah, we've got the Armchair. So Joel's going to put the number up there for the Armchair Anarchist phone. And if Chrissy, if you're watching,
Yeah,
man,
it is.
the number's
have
just
your
here. I did it straight off the bat.
Straight off the bat.
Give us a ring and let us know how your
You're naturally so quiet and so peaceful and so really good without Chris Darling. Voice.
It just let us know your piece. Let us know your scientific missions go. Who is this? Oh, that's Mary J. Blige, isn't it?
You're kind of on the right track, but not close. No.
That is Chris Darling?
That's Mary J. That's Mary
Could be
J.
Chrissy
That's
Darling.
Mary J. Blige's hairdo.
No,
He's a woman.
it's a woman.
Who is it?
It's a
Oh,
woman.
it's a woman.
Rapper.
Yeah.
It's Mary J. Oh no, it's not
Missy
I meant
Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Missy
I meant Missy Elliott.
Right, he's a rapper. She's rapper.
Not
Like
a,
music.
not a raper.
Oh, she's not a raper, and I'd really be careful if you ever go to a fucking gig that you don't go telling that.
Yeah.
Wait, where you
A
going
rapper.
tonight? Where you going
Rapper.
tonight?
A rapper.
Well, I'm going to see a raper.
Ah, well,
What?
don't give a shit. Or something.
I don't know, maybe we're being a bit loud.
Oh, right, well, it wasn't me. It was the other
So that was Missy Elliott, and she's a rapper.
Missy Elliott. She's the one that did that. Which is
That's the one.
tobacco bit in it. Yep.
Now this one I think is possibly quite hard to get.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know who it is, but quite fit. And I might end up regretting that, might I? So this is a female.
This is a female.
It's a female. Who is this? Who is this? Oh my God! I do regret it straight away. I hate this person.
It's Katie Price.
I can't bear this person. She is vile.
Yes.
Vile. She is vile. She's like looking at a pool of vomit after 3 weeks of fermenting. She's awful.
Doesn't look too bad as a bloke though.
No, as a bloke, she looks quite sort of fit, but she is not nice.
Now this
That is.
this is shocking.
Is this a female?
This is a female.
Is
It looks
this
like Harry Potter with the beard.
It does.
it's a female.
It looks like Harry Potter with that.
Who is it? Has anyone caught any?
Is anybody guessing?
Is anyone guessing? Can you see
Yeah,
it?
Ian Mitchell is tempted to call.
Oh, has it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he said he's tempted. Not he's trying.
he's tempted.
Tempted is different, yeah.
I would love an American to call in. Anybody from America
Yeah,
watching?
anyone in America, if you're watching, who is this?
You wish.
Who is
Like
this?
last time.
Yeah.
Who is
Somebody's
this?
call in. Maybe from
I know who it is.
Oregon.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Well, let's show the people who it is.
No,
It's Kate Moss.
no.
Mouse.
Kate Moss, yeah.
I thought I was going to say Johnny Depp, mate. I'm not getting to grips with this
Johnny
idea.
Depp.
am
You're
I?
not getting to grips. If you see a male, it's a female.
Right.
And if you see a female, then it's a male. So it's
Right.
the opposite sex.
Okay. Well, I was going to say Johnny Depp, but
Or they could be both sexes. It's they.
It's binary.
them,
It's it.
It's whatever.
Whatever. There you go. We're very politically correct on this programme, folks. We don't care.
Yeah. All right.
We don't give a shit.
Um,
Oh my god, that's obviously that is. Look at the teeth.
well, it looks like Noel Edmonds.
It looks like Noel Edmonds' paedophile uncle. That's what it looks like. I know that is straight away.
Go on, say it.
Got a lot of laughs. The one who couldn't sing. Do you know who she was? Do you know who she was?
It's Cilla Black.
She was the cloakroom attendant in the Cavern Club. Yes.
I've seen the movie. Yes.
Well, I'm not seeing the movie. I'm just telling you. Brian Epstein.
You were there.
I was there. I'm the one. I am Cilla Black.
You're the one who got
I am
friendly
Cilla
with the
Black.
Beatles or whatever it was.
She was friendly with the Beatles, and she was managed by Brian Epstein, who's the Beatles manager.
Cilla Black.
Cilla Black. Do you know what? Apparently, do you know what? Allegedly, she died of.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, she died of
What was it?
a G overdose.
Now that is sad.
That is sad, but
That is sad.
I can personally say that I was in a club one night.
Oh, I think quite
told you.
a few of us have seen her in the club doing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in a club and she came out of a cubicle with Adele Winton was there, in all of his orange glow.
Yeah. Shadow Lounge was this? Was it? When
I
it was
remember
open?
now, it was fucking ages ago,
In
but
Soho.
she was there, and she's there like,
Oh, here we go. We got a call.
we've got a call, and I think we know who it is.
I don't know how we're going to pipe this through.
Hello Ian, how are you, my brother?
Speakers here or something.
Hello,
Hiya brother, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm going to have to put you close to the thing so we can hear you.
Say again?
We have to put you close to the speaker so we can hear you. How are you, brother? How's you?
I'm pucker, actually, I'm alright. I just needed a bit of armchair anarchist advice.
Go on, mate. Go for it.
Ask away.
Ask away.
What would you do if you knew that someone that was vulnerable, as in dementia, was being ripped off for every penny? And
What?
you had power to stop it. Would you go ahead and do it, knowing that the person that you know who's doing it is a so-called friend? He's actually someone I want to kill at the moment, but
So the person ripping off the person with dementia is a friend.
a so-called friend he was.
Well, it's not a friend, is it?
In that case, if you've got the power to do something, do it.
You have to do it.
I've already logged on with, what's it called? I wrote it down. Action Fraud, please stop UK. I do have a crime number for it.
So you've
but
spoken
I
to
don't
the
know how it's
police.
going to stand in court.
So you've spoken to the police about it, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, 3 key things, brother. 3 key things. Number 1, this person is not a friend. Number 2, you must definitely follow it through with the police. And number 3, the person that they're ripping off has got no personal...
He does have power of attorney over this person with dementia that cannot, shall we say, use a mobile device of any kind, but he's transferring funds around so this other person can rip him off and buy new gadgets.
Brother man,
Without this person knowing.
Have the police spoken to him yet?
I'm hoping that's going to happen shortly. I know it's been investigated because it shows up on the webpage. It's being looked into.
Okay.
But here's what we'll do, man. Here's what we'll do. What I would do is for the just for the protection of the person involved. What we'll do is we won't go into any more details live on air. But it is what we'll do. But I'll give you a ring personally later, man, just so we can have a chat about it and you can get it off here because it's obviously bothering you. So we don't want that, do we?
It's bothering me a lot.
Yeah.
This man has been my friend for 28 years, and to see him being ripped off like this.
Yeah, well, you're a good man, mate. You're a good man. I know that you're not going to allow this to happen, but I don't think it's a good idea for us to go into any more details live on air. But listen, man, what we'll do is just like on Jeremy Cow, you know, we've got that guy that just to follow up. Well, listen, brother, I will personally give you a ring in a bit, and we'll discuss.
Much appreciated, fella.
All right. Well, listen, I'll give you.
Does the person with dementia... Hold on, Ian.
Yeah.
Does the person with dementia have any minders or carers?
He has carers that I've sorted out now through UCL. Oh God, I
UCLH, yeah,
He
UCLH.
does have a carer, but it's not the same carer that's ripping him off. I know this woman.
Right, so the person that was ripping him off was classed as a carer as well.
Yes, and then decided 2 weeks ago that he decided to have a mental breakdown and said he can't deal with it, he can't cope. This was after we'd already discovered that he'd taken over £1,600 2
Right.
months out of a certain person's account.
And he was a carer employed by UCL?
UCLH.
By a
UCLH.
person with dementia.
No, the person in question, was he employed by UCLH as a carer?
No.
They're a private company.
No, it wasn't.
Was it a private company?
Yes, beginning with P. I can't remember the name offhand.
Have you
Don't mention the
I don't want
name.
to give out
No,
too much
no, don't mention the
information
name,
on
no. But have you notified that company?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
They have strict instructions not to let him anywhere near the house or flat. If he comes anywhere near it, to call the police straight away. He's wanted for an investigation. He's also chose this perfect time to go on holiday to Bournemouth.
Okay.
Listen, brother. Listen, man.
Lee will speak to you after the show.
I'll speak to you later, brother. I'm going to work out a
hopefully
plan.
Much appreciated.
the police
I just wanted
will-
some advice on it. I really do need advice.
Mhm.
Yeah, brother. Well, no
I'm in
worries.
over my head, and I don't know what to do to stop this.
Well, hopefully the police will do
Ripping off my
something.
friend.
Well, listen, yeah, man. You've done it. Well, first and foremost, you've done the right thing straight away. You've contacted the police, so it's in the system right now. But let's speak later on, brother, and see if we can kneecap the bastard. I'm joking, of course.
That's already been looked at, believe me.
I'm joking.
Okay. Well, on that note, we'll go and
See, Claude does what they need to do.
best of luck. Best of luck.
Yeah,
We'll speak to
I'm
you
going to
later.
speak to you later on, Ian. Listen, take care, man. Take care. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. So, well, what do you say about that, man? What do you say about that?
Oh, it's a terrible situation. But he's called the police and he's told the company that he was employed by, so it should do the trick.
Well, yeah, Ian, we'll get back in touch
The
with
thing
you.
is that they need to get the money that he stole off the guy with dementia.
Yeah, we're not going to get that back now, are they?
Well, the company who employed the guy maybe should cough up. Maybe. Who knows?
But anyway, yeah. Any other problems, give us a... Yeah, yeah, Ian, we'll give you a ring in a bit.
And this is the last one for Who Is She?
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she, Joe?
He's a male turning to a woman.
So it's a man to a woman. Who is this man?
Yes, who is this man?
Who is that man?
From Vox.
Foxy. Now, that's interesting,
Why?
because that's the last job that I did before lockdown was for Voxy, which is run by Vodafone.
So is this you?
He's run by Vodafone.
This image is not mine.
No, but I thought it might be you.
No, but that's...
I would say that's Anthony Joshua.
well, you might be right.
Anthony Joshua.
It is Anthony Joshua.
Do you know why I knew that was
I have
Anthony
no
Joshua?
idea who the
Why?
hell is.
If you go back to the picture, so that picture there, if you look at that part of his head, that is very obviously Anthony Joshua.
Oh, you can tell by his forehead.
Well, no, his eyes and his nose. But it was Anthony Joshua.
It was. Well
Did you
done.
get those questions right, folks? Did you get them questions right? Because
Did you?
Who is she?
Yeah.
Arel didn't get a single one right there. He's too busy on his. Look, he's too
I know,
busy.
he's-
Yeah, because your mother otherwise is complaining that no one saw her messages.
But I think
He's keeping Lynn happy.
has she messaged?
She did quite a lot.
But why didn't you
I
shout
think
out?
she's the only one who messaged on your profile.
Oh, he's on your personal profile.
No, it's all right. I don't give a shit who's on my personal profile.
Yes,
But
but-
you didn't tell her.
Wow.
That she
Because
was-
you don't watch on your phone on your profile.
Brother, do you want to see what's on my phone? Look,
That's the pages, isn't it?
whatever it is, that's what I look at, and that's what I'm seeing.
Anyway, what a week it's been.
What a week!
It's been.
That was the week that was.
That was the week.
That was the week that was. So let's start. Where do we start here, Joel? Arel, where do we start here? Well, let me.
Well, we can say goodbye and see you tomorrow.
That's where Arel's at, anyway.
Yeah, that's where Arel's at. He's have to see Mel. Mel, have you seen what you've done here? You might just have a word. Phone him now and tell him to sort his head out and become more engaged, right? He's just sat there thinking, oh, Mel. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Trump?
We can, but I think we should start off with the Big Bang first.
A big bang. Oh, come
Big
on.
Bang Theory, John.
Big Bang, and what is your theory on what happened here? And this is what happened in the past.
Oh, the Big Bang.
The Big Bang.
The Big Bang that happened this week. Jesus Christ.
Days.
Jesus.
And the blast, everything, all the city.
Apparently, you could feel the blast wave in Cyprus.
So let's walk our way through this then, boys. So, I was asking Joel earlier. I said, "Well, how on earth did that happen?" And the explanation that it seems to have come out is that there was some sort of welder who was working in a factory, and the sparks from his welding machine made something catch fire, and apparently the building next door was full of.
It might have been in the same building.
Oh right,
Yeah, the same building.
Well, in the same building, they were storing a huge amount of ammonium nitrate, which, as most people know, is used in things like pipe bombs and all sorts of different kind of homemade terrorist devices. But
also hairdressers use it, right?
they use it. They use it with peroxide to dye hair. But from what I am aware of, in order for that to become an explosive substance, it has to be mixed with other ingredients.
Right, so you're saying if a spark or fire hit it?
Yeah, you can set fire to it, but it doesn't explode.
Yeah, but it depends the quantity that was of there.
It has to be mixed with a different kind of chemical.
Maybe there were other chemicals in the factory.
But isn't that a bit strange?
But there is an explanation video here.
Let's have a look at the explanation video. Let's see what they say. Because that is...
It was just after 6 p.m. in Beirut, Lebanon's capital city yesterday, when locals filming a large fire in the city's port district inadvertently captured this. The city is reeling today after an explosion, estimated to be 1/5 the size of the nuclear blast which devastated Hiroshima, ripped through the city's port. At least 100 people are thought to be dead, with more than 4,000 injured, while it's been reported by local media that up to 250,000 people have been made homeless, and the blast may have caused £5 billion of damage to the city. The explosion is thought to have been detonated when a fire spread to a warehouse storing more than 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate, a fertilizer used in agriculture which under certain conditions can become a powerful explosive. The deafening boom could be heard in Cyprus, more than 100 miles away. It's believed the ammonium nitrate had been stored in the warehouses since 2014, after it was confiscated from a cargo ship. Today, the city's inhabitants woke to scenes of widespread destruction. Pictures from the blast site show the damage wrought on surrounding buildings. These two towering silos almost completely destroyed. It's unclear exactly who was responsible for the initial fire, which led to the later explosion, but security sources have told the Reuters news agency that it was sparked by a welder working to repair the warehouses in the port. From Wednesday, the city will enter 3 days of official mourning, while Lebanon's president, Michel Aoun, has declared a state of emergency in Beirut for 2 weeks.
Oh, no, well, the thing...
So it was
Imagine.
a huge amount of ammonium.
2,700 tons.
Confiscated from a cargo and
it's been there
storage near to the city in that place.
And it's been sat there since 2014.
So 6 years.
Crazy. So it's just been sat there kind of fermenting.
Yeah.
As well.
So in Manchester in the 90s, the big bomb that was exploded by the IRA, it was in a van, and it took out virtually the entire centre of Manchester, virtually. I'd say within a half-mile radius of the actual bomb explosion, everything was just wiped out completely, and Manchester was rebuilt. But that, something just smells. But maybe it's just my conspiratorial mind, but that smells a bit fishy. It smells a bit fishy to me. That.
But yeah, so £5 billion worth of damage, 100 people killed so far, and thousands injured.
And you could hear the blast 100 miles away.
In Cyprus, came cold with that amount of injuries.
No, the Red Cross have sent in 30 teams. The UK is sending people, and
including
other countries
£15 million.
Oh, right, okay.
They said they will send £50.5 million to the Lebanon to help to. Because the economy of that country is so bad that even with the COVID-19 that they have, they can't cope.
No, they can't cope. No.
But man, that's fucking. I mean, that looked like a fucking.
Yeah.
It
Enough it was the COVID, the virus that they have in the country, in order to have that blast that literally make that country to go even worse than now.
That is just out.
So basically, they need international help to go through that.
They're getting it. They're getting it.
They also need to question why on earth such an amount of.
They didn't deposit there in that warehouse near to a city.
Well, it was in the port on the coastal line, just on the edge of the city, I guess. But the blast was 1/5 the size of Hiroshima.
A fifth the size of Hiroshima.
Imagine how much it used to be like entire Hiroshima.
Well, Jesus, my fucking thoughts go out to the poor bastards because they've had a horrible time anyway in that.
With the COVID, and now it's worse.
Historically, they've had a bit of a shit time, a bit of Lebanon. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Yeah. It's not exactly the easiest of rides, has it? Do you know what I mean?
It's terrible. But some of the scenes you saw there from people's camera phones, they were really some. It looked like they were virtually next to the blast. So I don't know how those phones and people survived to deliver the footage that you just saw, but it's crazy how close you could be and survive.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Yeah. Who believes 1,700? 2,700. So imagine 2,700 tonnes of anything, folks. Anything. 2,700 tonnes of soil or... Yeah. That's a big...
Well, I mean, it's a warehouse full, wasn't it? So,
yeah, it was a full warehouse.
But you can see here just a brief video of the aftermath.
Go on, let's have a look.
It was just after 6 p.m. in Beirut, Lebanon's capital city yesterday, when locals filming a large fire in the city's port district inadvertently captured this. The city is reeling today after an explosion estimated to be 1/5 the size of the nuclear.
It's now after the blast.
Yeah, this is after the blast. So destruction levels.
That is
massive. I mean, look at the crater.
Yeah.
They
literally wiped their city.
Look at that. What the fuck?
It's like a volcano just literally erupts in the middle of the city.
Well, it's like a nuclear bomb.
It's like someone dropped a nuclear bomb, right?
Yeah. He wiped the entire city.
So there you go, folks.
How long it's going to take to rebuild
that is absolutely crazy. Mm-hmm. That is crazy. Imagine the poor fucking welder. Bits of him.
I think he's dead.
I think you might be right there.
I don't think so. He had the time to get out.
How on earth?
Terrible. I've never seen a blast, like a real blast that big.
No, I mean, we've seen war zones where they've been dropping bombs, but we've never seen that kind of a. It's the way it actually looked like a nuclear explosion.
Yeah, like a mushroom.
You had the aftershock.
Yeah. Well, if you have 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate, it's going to go. That was one of the big news issues of the week. And the second one was, if you haven't seen it, Trump did an interview.
Oh, please.
The worst.
Let's flipping heck. No, listen, before we show the video, before we show the video. So we are working towards, we're less than 2 months, is it now? Just short of 2 months away from the next presidential election, right? And the backdrop to it is Trump is completely sort of lagging in the polls. His big calling card, which was the economy, has completely collapsed. They've had a 22% contraction, 30% contraction in their economy, which for America is, I mean, it's not just for an economy to contract or to expand by even 0.5% is a big deal. But for it to contract by 30%,
yeah, terrible.
We're talking. They're going to move into a depression. So his poll numbers have tanked and all over the place. So he's done an interview on it.
Yeah, and he's not doing anything about the COVID situation. He thinks it's fine.
even though they've got the highest death rate in the world.
Everything
Yeah.
is fine.
And 1,000
we do better
people-
than Europe. We do better than any other country in the world.
Absolutely crazy.
And can I also point out that Arel did the hand movements and everything? Look,
Well,
he
because
actually looks like
that
Trump.
is the only
It does-
hand gesture thinking that.
He does this, and he does this, and
Crazy.
crazy. And then, yeah, that one.
Anyway, this interview was on HBO, and I think it was Axios or
You've
something.
got to see this, folks.
Have a look.
We're last, meaning we're first. We're lower than the world.
Lower than
We're
the
lower
world?
than
What is that?
Europe. Here's one right here, United States. You take
Anyway.
the number of cases.
Okay.
Now look, we're last, meaning we're first.
Last? I don't know
We
what
have
we're
the
first
best.
in.
I don't know John Lewis. He chose not to come to my inauguration. He chose. I never met John Lewis actually. I did more for the black community than anybody, with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln. Whether you like it or not, people say, "Oh, that's
You really,
interesting."
you believe you did more than Lyndon Johnson, who passed the Civil
I
Rights
think I
Act?
did, yeah.
How?
because- So we have a new phenomena. It's called mail-in voting, where you send where a
New.
governor. It's
been here since the Civil
new
War.
in terms of
America's
the kind of millions and millions of ballots. They've never.
It'll
done
be
anything like
bigger this year because of the pandemic.
Bigger, not bigger, massively bigger. He called me. He said, "I just got a ballot
Probably an
for my
application.
son Robert.
Probably
He
an-
died 7 years ago. Somebody got a ballot for a dog. Somebody got a ballot for something else." Her
that.
friend or boyfriend
Epstein.
was either killed or committed suicide in jail. She's now in jail. Yeah, I wish her well. I'd wish you well. I'd wish a lot of people well. Good luck. Let them prove somebody was guilty. I mean, do you know that?
Oh,
she's
so you're
guilty?
saying you hope she doesn't die in jail? Is that what you mean by wish her well?
Her boyfriend died in jail, and people are still trying to figure out, how did it happen? Was it suicide? Was he killed?
Do you read your written brief?
I do. I
Do you?
read it a lot.
Really?
You know, I read a lot. They like to say I don't read. I read a lot.
Your
I
daily intelligence
comprehend
brief?
extraordinarily well, probably better than anybody that you've interviewed in a long time. I read a lot. I spend a lot of time at meetings. Usually it's once a day or at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh my God!
Where do we start with this one, folks? You know, this thing about this is, right, now we felt there's nothing, we've seen so much from this man in so many, like, beyond comprehensible kind of circumstances. You know, where he's asking people to inject cleaning fluid into, oh, we've seen it all. And you think, it can't shock us anymore. And then, and then he does this. This is the Trump equivalent of Prince Andrew's interview. It is so car crash.
Yeah.
That it can't be more car crash, folks. Listen, let's go through the points one by one. Joel, let's start the first.
It looks like, right, before now, he's been looked after, he's been minded, he's been, kind of scripted and told what to say, but it looks like he's just been let loose now. People don't care. His staff around him have just said, right, you're going to do an interview, just answer his questions and go with it. He's not been briefed or anything, because this is Trump speaking freely, by the sounds of it.
But it's Trump speaking freely, right? But the thing is, in the last election, that was the part that the people around him said, actually, just let Trump be Trump, because his ratings were so good. They just let Trump be Trump, let him go off script when he wants to go off script, because it seems to be working. It seems to be working, and it did. Yeah. This is just another flipping level.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it's like he's some kind of primary school kid.
You're talking to a 4-year-old kid,
and he's bringing up like coloured bar charts on A4 bits of paper.
But is it
and line graphs going, we're better than the world.
The leader of the free world is having his daily advisors, rather than giving them, like, say the Obama era, they turn up with it like a stack of papers and they go, read through them, sir, and he'll read through them and he'll work it out, because he's a clever man. They've gone, right, how do we get this one across to him? I know what we do.
They've done colour by...
Yeah, but
This is a dog,
I don't understand.
and the dog means America, and this cat, well, that's like the rest of the world.
Europe.
And did you see the piece of paper that he brought with him? It had like an orange line so we could differentiate between the blue one and then
And the last one is the red one, which is him, apparently, entire America.
but the thing is, is like, is
Right. Well, you know, he reads at least a couple of times a week.
And he reads
and he's,
Once
he's,
a day, he's got the meeting.
He's better read than anybody in the entire world.
He reads better than anyone that you've ever interviewed
How
in
you
your
can
life.
say that? You read better or more than anyone else in the world. Do you know what the rest of the world does? People.
No, he doesn't.
All right, well,
But one thing I don't understand, where he gets those statistics that he received on those papers saying, oh, we are doing better than the world and better than Europe. Like, Europe and world are two different worlds.
we're doing better than the world. We're doing better. Let's just leave it at that.
In which part he does better than the world?
And then he goes on about mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
How it's never happened before.
It's
But
been
it
there since the
has.
Civil War.
Since the Civil War.
Right, it's been necessary, but the key thing that is missing out
He
from
doesn't
that
even
is
know American history.
no,
he doesn't.
not in the slightest.
At all.
And the big bit that is leaving out of that is they're not just sending out ballots. They're not just sending like you get your ballot and I get my ballot when it's. They're not just sending out ballots randomly. They're sending out registration forms
So
so
can
that you
vote.
you register to be able to get a ballot to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's missing that bit out. He's just saying they're sending out ballots. They're sending out ballots to
Yeah,
dogs.
to everyone. To everyone.
They're sending out ballots to
Millions and millions and millions.
there's lots of cats out
To
there
who?
walking around with a ballot.
To the cows, horses, to everyone. You send it to everyone.
Anybody who votes for this
For this person.
right now must be totally insane.
But
talking-
I think America, they come to a realization that their country now is in a totally shit because of him.
I mean, Biden has to be president after this.
Biden has got to be sat at home.
Has to.
Trump can't be.
Imagine being in Biden's house when this
Biden's
was
just like, yes.
when this
I'm getting ready.
when this interview was being broadcast. Imagine.
Dig your hole even more.
But imagine you're Biden, right? You sat with your family and it's like, oh God, Trump's doing his interview now. Let's watch it then. And you switch it on,
Yeah.
and he does that interview. You'd be sat there thinking, oh my God, let's crack open the champers now.
Exactly.
But let's move on to the Ghislaine Maxwell little slip there. The little slip there. All you conspiracy theorists out there. Did you see the little slip? Did you notice the little slip that he said? He said it was his girlfriend. This man's girlfriend. This man that he's been pictured in limousines with, has shared parties with. But now he's just this man. It's not a friend. It's this man's girlfriend. And he says, well, you know, apparently her boyfriend was, he was either killed or committed suicide. Now let's not piss about here, folks.
Yeah, he actually said that.
He
line.
says the word. He was either killed
He's either killed or
committed suicide.
So he's put it out there now that there's a possibility that he was killed.
Yes.
And let's not forget.
No one mentioned that he was killed.
No,
Everyone mentioned that committed suicide.
No, because
the
there was two
official-
bones broke in his neck that only comply with someone being strangled.
The interviewer never said anything about being killed, so he just put that word out.
That is a Freudian slip of the greatest kind. He was either killed or he committed suicide. But work it out for yourself, folks. Work it out. He wishes her well. He wishes her well.
But also I like that part where he says, I'm wishing well to her and to everyone else. Like, no one wants to be
speechless.
But here's the thing:
Why are you saying I'm wishing her
he
well?
is the leader of the free world. This man, right? So let's put it this way, right? If Epstein was killed in his cell, he was in an American prison.
Yeah.
That order had to come from somewhere. It had to come from somewhere. So you would imagine that order would come from the man that has got the greatest security clearance in the country, which is Trump. Well, if he didn't give that order, where did the order come from, and how was it passed down, and what was the body that gave the order this man needs to be killed, and most importantly, why? But
Why?
he's just let it slip.
Because he was implicated in
Everything
to do
from
with
Bill Clinton
Epstein.
to Prince Andrew, who obviously is not a nonce, folks. Come on, he's not a fucking paedophile. allegedly.
Yeah, right.
But wow, I mean, mind-bogglingly, wow. But then let's move on to how he's done more for the African American community in.
Let me see what the polling
America.
numbers are right now.
He did more for the African American community apparently
Yes,
in America
done
than
more
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, more than. So the one that the president who passed the law,
Johnson.
he
Lyndon
passed the
Johnson.
law in the their
civil
parliament.
rights.
Yes.
He passed civil rights
Yes.
legislation that where Biden's on.
Well,
So,
Biden's 308.
right, so we're just looking at one of the latest polls, and it says that Joe Biden's on 308 compared to Donald Trump at 122.
Wow.
And this is, what do they call it? College votes, isn't it?
Yeah, the electoral college.
Electoral college.
As it stands right now, it's saying on the polling that to win the electoral college, you've got to get to, is it 277?
Yeah, 270 to win.
270 to win. And as we stand right now, and this is less than 2 months before the election, you've got Trump on 177 and you've got Biden on 308. That is outrageous.
Yeah.
Also, he wants
He
to.
must know it's going to. Do you know what I can?
He
go on.
knows that otherwise he will not say that we need to postpone the election till next year because it's going to be a huge fraud because he knows that he's about to lose the elections.
He did exactly
He's
the
not
same
going to
thing.
get the second term as a president of the United States.
He did exactly the same thing at the last election, the last American election. He started to put out this idea that there's going to be fraud at the
Yes.
polls.
Yeah, because people do
because
not
he
go
thought,
out.
and because he thought he was going to lose. But he's doing it now. He's doing it now. What he's basically saying is that he doesn't trust the polling, and it's going to be all fake.
Hold on, I'm trying to bring
He's
it
just
up on the
he's
screen.
just sorting it out so you can see. He's trying to say that because he knows he's going to lose,
Yeah.
that it's fraudulent, and therefore he's going to. Oh God, it's going to be brilliant watching what happens here.
There you go. You can see it there.
So Biden's on 308,
308.
which means he get is it
308, leaning Democratic at 114, and Trump's on 122.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
it's pretty clear what's going to happen.
Oh God, I hope so. God, I hope so. God, I hope so. Here's us hoping, my friends, that fucking Trump ends up.
Well, if he's gonna, but
Getting-
if he's gonna win, then it might be
Good.
a good change
Good.
for that
And-
country.
Listen, if the Chuckle Brothers won, it'd be a good thing for the world, other than Trump.
And then you know that the agreement that United States, France, United Kingdom, and another country, China, regarding the
Paris Climate Accord.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Because he's
he's
still got another year to upon his 4 years
Well-
term, and if you change your mind in those 4 years, where you have the period of time where after 4 years you're coming out once you say it. If Biden wins, I think Biden he wants to go back to the.
no. Biden's he's made it part of his election campaign.
Oh, so he can
pledge.
reinstate the
reinstate
he's made it clear that
agreement
if-
because
if
America has
the
been
Paris
the biggest.
climate.
Yes,
If he wins,
because America has been the biggest contributor in that committee.
Well, that's good, because I'm sure Biden will change a
Trump
lot.
says,
of
I don't
things.
care about the planet.
Yeah.
Trump doesn't
Literally
believe
don't
that
care about the America, which is part of this planet.
Trump only cares about one thing.
Yeah,
Trump,
Trump.
and he's there. That's
Crazy.
it. He's there. but
There's so many things that
there's a
Biden will
million things from that.
reverse if he
Yeah.
if he gets into office.
Yes.
That Trump's done.
He can
But-
reverse everything.
But
Trump, what he done so far, he destroyed that America until this.
can you comprehend what that? Can you comprehend that interview? This is the man that's got his finger on the nuclear codes, man. This is the guy that is able to. That's how low the bar has dropped. That man is showing like graphs of like children's drawings, and those are his briefings.
So when it comes to the presidential conventions, which are happening in August,
Right, yeah.
the beginning of August,
Yep.
Joe Biden has already said that he's not going to attend the convention where he was going to be accepting the Democratic nomination for president because of what's going on with the coronavirus. So he's going to accept it privately. He's not going to go to a big show and tell with thousands of people because it's not safe. However, obviously Trump is still trying to do all his conventions, isn't he?
He's kept, apparently...
You mean his rallies?
His rallies, yeah.
But they're even nervous about that, because remember the last rally that he did? Obviously taking coronavirus into account.
Over 1,000 people over there.
It was 15,000 seater.
Yeah.
And I think there was just over 1,000 people turned up, and they all got nervous. Then
But when he came back, he was so upset the fact that when he came back from that rally, that he didn't got those supporters on that rally. People, they realized that if they go there, they will catch the virus. There is a huge chance.
And also a lot of his staff actually caught the virus from that rally.
Yeah.
There's a good handful of his staff that caught COVID from being there.
Well, you're going to see the truth will be in the pudding. What you'll see is once the Republican Party get nervous that this man's no longer pulling in the popularity figures that he once was, and therefore they just let him get on with it.
Well, I mean, clearly he's not. I mean, we just saw the polling numbers.
You're going to start to see Republican governors and senators and congressmen run for cover now. You're going to see people start to break ranks. When you
a lot of Republicans have already broke ranks.
Have they?
Yeah, and they're opposing a few things that Trump's saying now. They're not all behind him.
Yeah, well, when that happens, then it's over, and he knows it. Once you get a couple of people, a couple of leading Republicans, like Mitch McConnell, for instance, watch Mitch McConnell. If that guy suddenly starts not being completely pro-Trump, then it's over. It's over. And also, keep an eye on Rupert Murdoch's network, Fox News. Keep an eye on Fox News because it's been getting fractious between the parties.
No, even Fox News are questioning Trump's lines now.
Well,
They are.
I tell you, once Rupert Murdoch falls out with him, it's all over. Let's pray, folks. Let's.
And also, Joe Biden is going to pick his running mate, and there's a lot of females in his.
Apparently, it's going to be a female, and it declared it's going to be. And he declared that his vice president, his running mate, is going to be a female.
Oh, really?
Well,
they want to give a chance now to be a vice president, to be a woman.
Yeah, but I think that I think he's actually made it part of his.
I can probably show you who his potential
he said
mates are.
He made a point of saying it's going to be a female. I'm sure he did.
Not that one.
But anyway, rightly so. Absolutely right.
There you go. So these are. Oh yeah, they're all female.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He made a point. He made a point of saying that his running mate was going to be female, but I buried Elizabeth Warren.
That will be in the history of America to be either a white or a black woman. As a vice president of the United States. So the lucky woman that is going to be vice president is going to go in the history of America.
Yeah,
I mean, it's great that he's choosing female.
Go through them again. Go through the candidates again, Joel. So you got Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
She's California. She's obviously very liberal. So
it's this is from the BBC News website. It's quite nice how they've broken it down here.
Charisma,
experience, fundraising, and voter appeal, special power, obviousness. What's that?
Well, fundraising is the key one to keep an eye on.
So Rachel Whitmer.
Well, she's not going to do it.
From Michigan. Doesn't look like she's going to do her own.
She's not going to do it
she's
either.
Not. She doesn't have. Tammy
Duckworth. That's from Coronation Street.
Absolutely, it's Vera.
Yeah.
Vera.
Not exactly who's going to have that charisma over there, but
Elizabeth Warren.
I think she stands a strong chance.
Yeah, she is. I mean, she's got that face and that.
She's also got a lot of. She's got high media profile.
Karen Bass from California.
That is the chance of her being the vice president is kind of really low.
Not a great chance there.
No, but not only that as well. And call me cynical, but so if you read that, folks, on the screen, it says Karen Bass was a late addition to Biden's vice presidential contender list. Maybe that's just
I think she's got a chance.
No,
she's great.
Not great, but I mean, she's got that face where, I can.
I'm not sure about her.
But
I think we've seen the best one at the top.
I think
just have a look at the rest. Arizona Senator there. Again, all females. Val Deming.
I mean, voter appealing is standing very well in some of the special powers, but I think the first one that we've seen, I think she's the one who's having the most chance.
Stacey, baby, you're not getting the
she's
gig.
not.
There's just no way.
Not even her.
Keisha Lance Bottoms, I'm sure she does.
Keisha Lance Bottoms.
No, she doesn't. Even she's the Atlanta mayor.
Apparently, she's got a lot of charisma, though.
This one made me laugh when I saw it on the news, actually.
Keisha.
Because it was Mayor Bottoms for vice presidential candidate.
Susan Rice, former national security advisor. I think she stands better as
Shut up.
No way.
She's not gonna be.
I wish it was.
I wish if she's gonna be, then besides being the former lady of the United States,
she gets.
She's gonna
I
be.
think Michelle should be president.
Yes.
Yeah, well, she's going to get the vote anyway.
Next time or something.
She's gonna
Imagine if she was running now. She'd sweep the floor.
She would get a vote. She'd get a vote. She's intelligent.
she
She's
is.
sharp. She's clever. She's
Exactly.
charismatic. And she would, if Trump tried to walk behind her on a presidential, like he did with Hillary, she'd just turn around and knock him out. She'd just go, "Hey, what are you doing? Shut up!" And get rid of him.
But yeah, it would be quite a huge surprise and really a pleasant one if Michelle Obama would be the vice president of the United States.
But you know what? At some point, I'm sure that they are definitely nurturing her to become part of political life. But at this
Why
point,
not?
She should become
She's too-
president of the United States.
she's too. But I don't think she'll become even vice president.
I mean,
because-
she's got her own movie on Netflix.
Oh, what more do you want?
Well, there you go.
She's got her own book biography.
Thanks, Donald.
She's got her own thing on Netflix.
Of course.
That's
isn't
a big one to be president.
There you go.
it? I mean,
But
why not?
it's going to be interesting, and we'll be bringing it to you live as well when the conventions happen, and also on election night we'll be going live.
Yeah, we're going to be. Oh, we got Miss Cott. It's Mel. Oh, no, it's my Mel. It's my Mel. It's my
I
Mel.
know. He's not gonna call. Don't worry, he's not gonna call.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
Mel, I thought you want to be the vice president of the United States together with Trump.
Michelle Obama. So is it safe to say that you're a Michelle Obama fan then?
Yeah, she's got the most charisma out of them lot. And she'd be fun.
She'd be fun.
Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go.
I'll phone you in a bit, my Mel.
See you later.
I love you. Bye. Well, there you go. See, Michelle Obama gets the woman's vote.
So I think it's either between Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing to keep an eye on, and anything that matters really with in American politics is the fundraising capacity of the person involved. That's the absolute truth. Because all the senators, what they do most of the time, they go into their office and most of their day is spent fundraising, phoning rich people and asking them for donations to.
Or when they have those galas that they organize for $5 grand.
Yeah, or if they've got a series on Netflix, then you're laughing. They don't need it. They've got loads of money.
Exactly. I mean, why not?
They've got loads of money coming
Michelle
in.
has got a big huge chance of becoming the vice president, including the. We went off. We don't pay the
I
bill.
think Trump has just cut us off air.
Did you see that? Did you see that, folks? Did you see
He's
that?
like, we can't allow these people to be on here right now.
That's the NSA, that working first hands. They've just cut us off. We'll probably get our Facebook feed
National security
deleted.
of America.
Anyway, that's enough of the news.
What a bit of news, though.
What a bit of news this week. And you know what we didn't do? We didn't.
Do the breaking news thing.
Well, no, we didn't do the in and outro, but we will have our next segment coming up, which is Fit or Shit.
It's Fit or Shit. It's our weekly.
And they're back on that.
I was just saying, folks. Do you know what I found? Do you know what I found has become one of my most enjoyable parts of our Armchair Anarchists weekly broadcast? It's discussing the news. I like discussing the news because
This kind of news if we have every time.
I like discussing the news because it's absolutely bonkers right now.
it's absolutely bonkers. And
But, hey,
what do you want?
On a serious note, though, all that bonkersness is killing a lot of people as well. So
Exactly, but it's bonkers.
it's not good.
It's bonkers, but it's so bonkers that how can you beat that news? You can do what you want. You can beat it there, I suppose. All right, fair enough. All right, Joel, point made and taken.
There you go.
Who is this? Who is this person?
Who is this person?
Apparently, is God knows who.
Who is it? Who is this person?
Is a human being. He's got hair on.
This is our weekly white briefs person.
Listen, I'm not being funny.
White
right?
briefs.
I'm not being
Have
funny.
you have white briefs?
I don't like briefs.
I'm not being funny. No, I'm not being funny, boys.
I don't like briefs. Are you a boxers or briefs person?
Box.
Yeah, boxes. But I mean, I'm not. Forget that. With the boxes is just the bottom bit. It's just the white in it.
Well, we talk about boxers here. We don't talk about an actual person that is wearing those boxers.
Yeah, not briefs.
Oh, yeah.
But briefs.
Lots of airbrushing going on there, but even still.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not being funny, but you'd need more than an airbrush to get
So
that.
shall we say fit or shit for boxers?
Fit, definitely.
Fit.
Definitely fit.
Fit for white ones. For white ones. What do you think, folks?
Oh my god.
But they don't wear nothing here.
Oh my god.
Listen, I'm not being funny.
Oh my god.
Here we have Chrissy Darling.
Lee's just passed out. Oh, it's
Don't worry, it's not.
I just can't even cope. Listen,
I think
that is.
Chris, let me just tell the folks that every week Chrissy picks all the photos for the show, and Chrissy, I think this is your best one so far.
Chrissy.
Yeah, this is the best one that you could find. I think that Mykonos, isn't it? Is doing very well for you.
Yeah.
Just stay there, don't come back.
Yeah, listen.
Just make sure you have people to with the COVID.
And unfortunately, we've got a message here.
Yes. Cool.
Lee Thompson has asked, do you have any idea what Trump is doing right now? Oh, hang on, this is great. No, this is great because this person is pro-Trump. Lee Thompson's saying, do you have any idea?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea, folks, what Trump is doing right now? He's saving children all over the world from elite paedophiles, such as Hollywood, politicians, TV and pop stars. They're fucking everywhere in power. Sort your heads out, for fuck's sake. Well, let's talk about that one, shall we?
All right.
Lee Thompson.
I'm not sure which part of.
Well, let's start at the beginning.
Can I just ask Mr. Thompson? What does he think about Trump's interview and all the answers that he has given, and also what he's not doing for the coronavirus in the United States right now?
So, what is the death toll in America at the moment under the Trump administration?
It stands at around 160,000 right now.
I think there's 1,000 people a day.
1,000 people a day.
1,000 people a day.
Apparently, and those includes children, women's, men's, on every age, color, and faith.
Boys, let's actually address Lee. Hi, mate. I assume that you're American, and I assume that you're watching from America, so nice one, mate.
Thank you.
But
if you are, please call in.
Yeah, please feel free. You've got the number. Yeah, it's on the screen. It's just there's
even
the phone.
on WhatsApp. If you
just feel free to give us a ring. I can't wait to speak to you. But just talking about what is it that Trump would have to do for you to recognise, like the rest of the sane world, that he's a complete and utter bellend? What is it that you...
you might not understand that term, but
I think he knows what that means. Yeah, a complete fool. What would he have to go outside and kill an old woman and cut her head off in front of the camera? Would he have to go and poke her like a blind cat in the eyes?
How much more...
What do you need for this man to show you that he is a complete tool? But let's go to your point about him...
but how you... Still I don't understand.
Apparently he's saving the world from elite paedophiles, such as Hollywood.
But did he have anything to do with the court cases with Harvey Weinstein or anything?
No, and I think he might well have missed the fact that, the guy that died, who was killed, Epstein, was a friend of his. Was a friend of Trump's.
Yes.
Can you? How do you sort that one out in your head, mate?
Perhaps he means that Trump did have him killed, and that's
to save us,
and that's how he saved us.
Okay. Well, if that's what
maybe
you mean,
he
mate.
knows something about that, and we don't know. But
Lee, if that's what you mean,
Hollywood elite. I mean, how do you know the Hollywood? Have you seen people?
Hollywood elite, politicians, television, and pop stars. They're everywhere in power. Sort your heads out. Well, we're trying to, brother.
We're trying to analyse as best
We are. All we can do is just show you the facts, and then you can work it out for yourself. But I would up the medication if I was you, brother.
But the facts at the moment
As this.
is it fit? Are they fit or are they shit?
Because that is what we are concerned right now.
Lee, what do you think?
Yeah,
Lee.
Mr. Thompson.
Well, that depends.
What do you think? To,
What do you
That
think to
depends.
this?
Maybe Lee is a straight person, so he doesn't care about tax.
Exactly. So we want to know his thoughts. We want to know his
appreciate a
thoughts.
male form.
We want to know
I
his
don't
thoughts.
think so.
And,
I don't think so. You can
these
appreciate that.
these
apparently
these
these
are
are
twins.
twins.
They're
Yeah.
twins.
But I think he appreciates Trump's body.
I just think it's wrong. I think that photograph you've just seen, folks, is wrong. Because you know why? It makes my soul ache. That's what it does. Because
Do you have those colors of boxers? Red.
I do have some red boxes.
no,
actually.
no, red's wrong.
I do have
I've got red,
Red's
blue, green, white, grey.
red. I have a green actually.
That's yours.
Are you drinking my drink?
Brother, you have to have enough of mine now. I've just had a mouthful. Like I did this.
Don't worry, it's COVID.
You can share mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. We're in an interesting conversation about colours of boxes. Red, absolutely not.
Yes.
No.
I
Anything
have
over
grey, blue. I think I have green also. I have black.
Multicoloured.
green.
Yes, I have
I've
green
got
also.
green as well. I've got
Oh no.
Yes.
Imagine
we
that.
have to make. We are gay people. We have to have diversity of colors in our
Yeah,
in our laundry. Exactly. You see. And actually, I need to buy Aussie bomb.
Aussie bombs, yes.
Exactly.
of course, because that's what gay people do.
Exactly.
That is what gay people do. I don't.
That we actually are.
Well, this guy's gone for a nice red boxer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
I'm not sure who Hugo Boss.
Who got boss? Do
Hugo Boss. Don't get me wrong. Hugo Boss is okay, but now they're okay.
you want any interesting facts about Hugo Boss, folks?
Right.
Do you want any interesting facts about Hugo Boss?
You have a pair.
An interesting fact? No. Did you know? Hello. Did you know that Hugo Boss was the guy that designed all of the German uniforms for the Second World War?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
knew that?
Yeah.
And
But
completely
I-
gets away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Completely gets away with
Because,
it.
that was in the news like in the past year, wasn't it?
Oh, well, I knew anyway because I'm just obsessed with the Second World War. But yeah, Hugo Boss designed all the but in all fairness, some of them uniforms they had were pretty, they were pretty cool. It's just a shame the people inside them were just horrible bastards, really.
But we'll say fit for him.
Yeah, fit without question. That's I mean, there's no question about that. But
Now here we go with the wrestlers.
yeah, but the thing with the rest, yeah.
Yeah, well, I got it. Chrissy loves a wrestler fella. I saw that he found a wrestler fella in Mykonos.
Every time we get a wrestler fella, right?
I know what you're going to say. Go on.
Every single time,
Yeah.
it just looks like they've got a bloody peanut down there. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
I mean, it's like a ball they started over there just to show off they have something big over there, which is, I don't think so. It's just,
The thing
No,
is,
I'm saying it looks tiny.
the thing is, yeah,
I mean, he's got the six packs, you can see. He's got his pecs, men boobs,
it's
how
got
I
his
call
packs.
them.
They're not men boobs, them.
Yeah, they're men boobs.
Man boobs are saggy.
Man boobs
These are pecs.
these.
Whatever. I call them
That's
man
your
boobs.
abs.
Even my Mel, I call him, he's
Anyway.
got man boobs.
The last one.
Oh, Mel, did you hear that? Oh, did you miss that joke?
Oh,
man?
what?
Sorry, Arel, just Mel.
No, the Mel is, I said.
Your Mel.
Your Mel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got man boobs. And
How was he now?
It's got man boobs.
That's
Yeah.
not very nice.
Mel, have you heard this? Have you heard this, mate?
He's
He's
saying,
saying,
no, I don't have.
he's
Yes,
saying
you
you've
have.
got
That we
man
call
boobs.
man boobs. Even though we normally it's pecs, but I like to teasing him with that.
So it's not actually boobs, is that?
No, that is. I like to call it
that's
that.
good. That's good.
He's got man boobs.
That's really sweet.
Well, I think this guy's got some man boobs as well.
Oh, you can have. Oh no, I'm not being funny, but that is pretty much.
I think he might be from
I'm not sure
That's
who is
perfection. That.
Under Armour boxers. Never. I don't know that Under Armour does boxers.
Yes.
He is absolutely gorgeous.
You talk about the
absolutely
keys
is, isn't
or the boxers?
No, I mean the full of the lot. I mean,
I just realised.
I mean all of it.
You just put the button right now.
Oh, of that. I don't know. Just show us.
People they can see on here, but
Yeah, but that is. I mean, that's.
6 pack.
It reminds me a lot of myself,
boobs.
to be honest. It reminds me a lot of myself.
Arms.
Yeah. I can see a lot of myself
Reminds
in
you
that.
when you are younger.
Oh, what an absolute bitch!
I know, shades.
Oh, I'm just like. Well, man.
And that was our fit or shit for this week.
Well,
What? A realm, man. Did you see that, World? Did you see that? Look, it sits there, doesn't it? Hey,
see, and they hurt.
hey, Mel, look on the cut, yeah. It looks like butter wouldn't melt, doesn't it? Oh, all sweetness and light, look at me. And then he says, "Smart, he's a fucking horrible bitch." That's what he is. Isn't he, Joel?
Yeah, we're saying that he's got man boobs.
No. He's just saying that I'm old.
I know, that's right.
And the man boobs, yeah, don't forget that, Mel. He said about the man boobs. He's basically saying you need a bra. That's what he's saying. He's bang out of order.
I might buy him a bra.
You bought him a bra.
No, I might.
Oh, he's going to buy you a bar, Mel. He's going to buy you not a bar, a bra. A bra. He's going to get you a bra and a pair of green Aussie bums. So there you go. It's all good, mate.
He's not a fan of breeds. Only those small ones. Underwear.
What, a thong?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not like the ones really tight. He doesn't like boxers apparently.
Oh.
Okay.
Not into boxers.
So where's the thong?
It was a tongue.
Good to know.
A tongue and a bra. Mel,
You know
I swear to God, you're not getting painted in the best picture here, mate. I swear to God. Can't wait to
I
see
don't
you.
know. It's not. He doesn't get upset. He knows about the fact that
What he wears a
we're
bra.
joking
But
about that.
Well, while we talk about Mel's thong, we will see you next week.
We will see you next week, folks. But before we do, we were saying before we round off. Yeah, so we've got some specials coming up, haven't we?
Yes.
We've got some specials coming up, boys and girls. We'll be dressed in our finery as we were at the last election.
Yeah.
In our suits and ties, we'll be following the presidential. Well, not
Election.
election, but obviously before then, we're going to be seeing the caucuses, aren't we?
If there are any conventions, which there might not be, I mean, Trump might do one, but then Joe Biden might not do one. So, because of the coronavirus and what's going on, I mean, they shouldn't happen. If they do happen, then we'll bring it to you.
We must definitely have one of them nights where we just sit in with a load of beers. It's going to be a late one. Let's follow this convention and let's have a laugh. It'll be like a goggle box, but with the convention.
Yeah,
It'll
exactly.
be great.
Exactly. And then in November, when the election actually
That's going to be the big. It's going to be an all night. It's going to be an all night. So you better get your sleep, boys, because I can handle waking up, staying up all night. Used to.
Yeah,
Kai.
like,
I'm always up all night.
I'm
I
awake.
don't. No.
Well, you have to get used
We
to
do
it.
like last year. He was there.
Oh, yeah.
No, when you wandered off.
I went off and I was sleeping.
Right, folks. So listen. We hope Chrissy Darling's okay and he's keeping safe out there in
Yeah, tomorrow is traveling.
in sunny Mykonos.
Doing his research or whatever.
Doing his research for chemical
with the
sign.
airline to cancel the flight and stay there,
Yeah, just Chrissy,
or
man.
to
Just
lock the border.
but listen. Anyway, boys. Cheers, man. Cheers, folks. We love you. Ian, I'll give you a ring.
See you
I'll
next
give you a
week.
ring. See you next week, folks. We love you. Bye bye.
Lee, we're waiting for your comments.
Jamendo.com.